This video will show you how to hook your audience with an attention getter. Please follow along on page 1 of your packet as this presentation plays. Thanks to Ms. Coyne for putting this presentation together. What is an effective attention getter? Attention getters are designed to hook your audience. They appear in the first sentence of your introduction paragraph. Always ask yourself, would I want to read more? Here's an example of an attention getter. You could start with an anecdote. Ingredients for a story. It should be compelling. It's supposed to grab your attention, not put you to sleep. It should be short, 2 to 3 sentences. Make sure it's focused. Can you relate it back to your main topic? Is it relevant? Make sure your reader wouldn't say, "So what?" to your intro. That means you haven't hooked them. It should be relatable. Can your audience easily understand the story and relate to it in some way? Here's an example. Shelton in Cambridge, Massachusetts took his neighbor to court because the neighbor hadn't cut his grass in 14 years. Mary Martin of Madison, Wisconsin sued her neighbor because the leaves from his tree fell in her yard and she had to rake them. Perhaps if lines of communication had been open, or if each had shown a little bit more compassion to each other, it wouldn't have gone so far. Neighbors can be a curse, but establishing a good relationship with them is important. Here's another strategy. In this strategy, you start off your essay with a quotation. It should be a single quotation, not more than 2 lines long, and you should make sure it's coming from a reliable source. If the quote is intriguing and it makes you ask other questions, that would be a good way to start. It should be something important someone said, not just something that someone had said. Always remember, does it relate directly to your topic? And as always, cite your sources. Here's an example. Beloved American author Mark Twain once said, "Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to. My brother is living proof of this observation. He has perfected the art of putting his foot in his mouth on any occasion." And then using a question is the most commonly used strategy by middle school students, actually. You have to make sure you answer the question somewhere in your essay. Maybe you could include this in your memory maker. Don't ask your research question as an attention getter. It will not hook your audience. Here's an example. Can you imagine a world in which homework did not exist? A world where free time is abundant and sleep was top priority? That sounds kind of awesome. All right, strategy number 4. Tell a joke, but be careful. It's a tricky one. Jokes are meant to break the ice, and they add humor to a touchy subject. But you have to make sure that your joke relates to your topic. It's not always the best strategy for an argumentative essay, so make sure you do it well. You should probably check with your writing partner to see if your joke comes off okay. Here's an example. Our neighbors have all moved away, again, and it's all Mom's fault, again. Their subtle hints and their outright criticism went right over her head. First it was Christmas wreaths in July, and then it was plastic eggs in December. Leaving holiday decorations up during the wrong season can cause many problems. Here's another strategy. You can start off by including fun or exciting facts. While you were researching, did any piece of evidence make your jaw drop or appall you? Use this strategy to teach your audience something new. The fact needs to be something that your reader would want to share with others. For example, volcanoes spewed gases into the sky. As heat and gas rose into the atmosphere, massive clouds formed, blotting out the sun. From one end of the globe to the other, lightning storms cracked and flashed. This is what the Earth was like 4.5 billion years ago. As if that scene isn't amazing enough, it's even more so that scientists know this. The techniques they use to establish theories like this are fascinating. Okay, so now it's your turn. Pick a strategy that you have used in the past or that you would be interested in trying now, and try it out. Be creative and really put your idea out there. We're going to give you a few minutes to start with one of the strategies, and then we'll move on and try one or two more. Take a look at your argument writing packet so you can have those different opportunities or those different types of leads in front of you, and you can try one at a time. All right, I can't wait to hear what you guys come up with.